You have your topic, you have your research question, but now here's the hard part, actually figuring out how to do the research. How do I find the answers to these research questions? How do I actually dig through all this information that's out there to find something useful? The best way to do really good research is to come up with really good search terms. It'll make your job so much easier. So in this video, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to use an example that I used in a past video. And one of our other videos, I talked about coming up with a research question for an issue that I was interested in, which was women in computer science. I want to know why there are so few women in the field of computer science. But how do I figure that out? Now, I'm going to give you 4 pretty simple steps that if you go through them, you should be able to come up with a list of really good search terms that you can use for your research. So step 1, brainstorm all the words you think that might relate to your topic. Off the top of my head, all right, I'm interested in women in computer science. I have women, computers, computer science. That's all I can think of. That's not going to be enough. So I need to figure out a way to add more search terms to my list that I can use for my research. So step 2, search those search terms and then skim titles for additional terms. So I just plugged in women and computers into a Google search, and the first hit I got was a Wikipedia article. All right, it has the word computing in it. All right, that's a word that I didn't have on my list. So I'll add that. And I clicked on the Wikipedia article, and even though you can't use Wikipedia articles and cite them in your academic research, it doesn't mean they aren't useful. They're really great for generating ideas and for finding search terms. As I looked through this article, I came across a section that had a few terms that might be really useful for me. Gender gap, information technology, computer literacy, and computer programming. I can add all of these words to my search terms list. My list is getting a little bit longer. Let's move to step 3. Pull up a few articles on your topic and look at their search terms. And most articles that you find in academic databases, most of them come with a list of subjects or search terms associated with them. The authors of these articles write these search terms to make it easier for people to find their articles in these databases. So when I type in women in computer science in the library's database, and I will pull up a list of articles. Now, in this article, we see a list of subjects: female, sex stereotypes, academic aspiration, computer science, role models. But a few of these subjects that this author selected as key terms for their article can actually be key search terms for me. So I'm going to add sex stereotypes, undergraduate students, and computer science majors to my list of search terms. I've got a pretty good list now. Now all I have to do is mix and match these terms. So I can combine things like girls and computer science, or women and information technology, or gender gap in computer science. If I mix and match these search terms, then I have a really good starting point that I can use to plug in to Google Scholar or other academic searches to pull up articles that I can use for my research.